Battle. Es ist ein Gemetzel.
Look at the carnage. My goodness.
Did somebody say HCA? Yes, I think they did. Jonatech said HCA is back, baby. Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm your host, Noppers, and this is the pre-record of the match, which I just watched. Oh, I haven't actually set that up correctly. My apologies. There we go. Professional all the way here, folks. That's never true. This is the live cast of the recording I just did of the match between Chimera and IR. I will not tell you the outcome of that match, but it's a ripper. It's an absolute ripper of a match to watch the whole way through. It was just good, solid fighting. So please, no spoilers in chat. Welcome anyway, and lovely to see you. Let's see what we can do here. We may as well just kick right off. You know, you don't want to see my head too much. What am I going to do? I'm going to hit this button, aren't I? Let's try this screen. See what happens there. Let's get rid of that music. Oh, not that one, please. Let's play the video. So that was the, usually I have the main screen there, but it's, of course, the other stuff. So I am interested to hear just quickly a bit of feedback from you as this plays. I haven't tested the sound here, so I don't know what this actually sounds like on the stream. I'm going to whip it up on my mobile phone here as we go. And this was just the prelim stuff as the two teams were setting themselves up here. So I wanted to get that on the screen for you so you can at least see who was who in the zoo. Now, unfortunately, because IR is an Asian team, a Chinese team, I believe, and I have cast for them before. I've cast matches with them in it. But the vast majority of their names, of course, I cannot read. I'm sorry, I don't read Mandarin or any Asiatic languages. So pure Aussie here. So I could tell you all about the Chimera guys as they play and read out their names. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to say that for the IR guys. So we'll just see. We'll just see how I go. Now, of course, I am streaming this video live, so I can interact with chat tonight. It's really nice to be able to do that. But yeah, normally I wouldn't have that interaction, usually a 5 or 10 or 20, 30 minute delay, depending on which comp it is. So it's nice to have that option on the table for a change. Let's get forward a little bit here and we'll just sort of start the match, shall we? Let's see here. All right, so what they actually rolled tonight was not AA Network. Let's get ourselves across a little bit further. This was the Chimera guys doing what they generally do. At the start of a match, they set themselves up into position, get some photos and things like that. So we watched them for a moment, set themselves up, and then I went down the other end of the map, of course, just, that's what they do. See there? And then I went down the other end of the map, and the other teams never seem to do that stuff. They're down there. You can hear the shooting. I just wanted to show you this quickly. They're shooting. That guy with the Lukes is actually shooting at AA Network just to see where his shells land. I think he was hitting some trees on the right there from memory. But anyway, we won't labour onto this too much. We'll just crack on and get into the match, shall we? So keep going. There was a lot of prelim. Here it is. There we go. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the HCA. We are back, baby. This is Chimera versus IR. They are on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. Is that how you say it? Probably not, but that's Australian for you. It's one of my favourite maps. It's definitely top 3, if not maybe even my favourite. And I was just finding my squad here that I have to be allocated to, because this is a 49 v 49 competition. Again, can I get someone from chat just to let me know if the sound is coming through at a good level? Not so much from my microphone, of course. If that's not any good, just let me know. But from the in-game sound, if it's okay and of a correct volume level, I can adjust it on the fly. I have not tested this since I recorded it. I've literally jumped straight from the recording to the stream. But yeah, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, and they picked up Dugout tonight. First point for the evening is the centre one, and they're fighting over Dugout. And we've got the scoreboard up the top there through the video. I will admit it straight away, I did forget to change it when they cap changed the first time, so I fixed it later. But this is Dugout, folks, and let's remind ourselves what this is all about. So they're fighting over the whole map. You can see there, that's what we've got. Now, it's an interesting layout here. Dugout itself, on the right-hand side there, we know it's got a ridgeline and a hill. Down the bottom there, on the bottom left, that's a lot of important building area that you need to control. That's where you'll see garrisons, probably a backup garrison. And the bottom, that right area I'm scrolling to there, that's the hill area. And that left-hand side and that top right corner, those are two important areas to control as well in this sector. Now, you can see here that the IR guys have got straight up and down, whereas Chimera across on an angle. This is a little bit interesting. It means that when you're feeding forces, you can see I'm swiping over the right side of the map there. It means that the way you approach these points will be slightly different. So Chimera have got Hamlet, so they're going to reinforce from Hamlet, which means they're going to go up through the 5 and 6 column through the middle there. Whereas for IR, you'd expect at least their initial reinforcement lines are going to come straight down that left side of map 3 and 4, down that left column area. So it's interesting. You'll see two different dynamics of how the two teams play based on those sorts of spawn points. Now, we get up and we have a look at IR. Of course, I didn't get to have the co-cast hat tonight, so I didn't get the other camera. So it's just the one tonight. The E-Hour was actually the person that casted in Mandarin, I believe. And he's already done the live cast, so this is a pre-record, as I said. But just the one camera tonight, but that's fine. So I'll just go and have a bit of a look-see at what IR are actually doing, how they're setting stuff up, and how their prelim stuff is actually set up along the red borderline there. And you can see there's a fair few troops here in the middle of the map. So what they've done is they've set the obvious mob down through those spawn points they've got up there, and the remainder are going to the middle of the map. And it's a vital sector. That whole center sector of the map there around, what is it, Charlie Delta, Echo 5 through to Fox 6. That is, you know, a make or break part of the map, I think, because you can sort of spear your troops off everywhere from there. So, Crashy, good evening, mate. Lovely to see you. Tasty points. Tasty, I love it. Kingsy, good to see you, mate. Got to say, if you didn't watch the stream the other night, yesterday, well played, man. You were one of the MVPs in that battle yesterday, the 18s. That was fucking awesome to watch, mate. So well done. All right, here's the Chimera wave going, and you'll notice straight away on that far right-hand side, the ubiquitous recon tank flanking up the side there, and I think it's got a couple of squad leaders in it. And Chimera do like to do that, and you see it generally on every map they do. Here's the early rockets. These were no good from the Chimera team. These rockets just way, way too early. No one anywhere near anything there. So they've obviously got their timing a little bit wrong on this map. You can see a truck around the back there. But there's one just off to the left here of the dugout. Look at it coming across there in that paddock. You can see him doing his thing, digging in. Boom! That is a shot. Dead bodies everywhere. Absolutely top shelf shooting there. Whoever that was, don't know. I think it might have been artillery, but that was a really, really important first kill. And what that means for the Chimera guys is they're going to have the advantage in cap weight in the 4 squares. You can see a tank doing a real mad push. It's a Stewart, I think. Real mad push onto the point. That was a great shot, Nacho. I cannot believe that shot. It was fucking awesome. And I caught it out of the corner of my eye when I was moving around with the camera, and I'm like, oh yeah. All right, here we go. A bit of a play in the middle here. We are going to watch quite a bit of fighting over this area here. This is cooler, was it? Thanks, Jonah Tech. This was a great area on the map here to be fighting over. And you can see the Puma there doing the run in. And he's got to be careful because he's exposing himself to that 75 up to the top right there. About the 2 o'clock position on our screen as you look at it. There's a 75 there. He's hunting for him right now. The Puma's there. I'm sure they've got comms on that and saying, hey, get help here. You can see V. Oh, big miss from V. He's in a bit of trouble there if that Puma comes around and runs him over. He's missed. The Puma's going to shoot the ground. Yes, that's right. That's what they do. But, boom! Wilbur with the whole heap of fucking letters there has actually picked him up. Well done. Nice shot. Here's a big IR spawn wave. These are the guys, probably half of this lot would be the bodies from that truck over there. So they've managed to get in off the garrison at the back here. And they're putting the big surge down the road. Now, it's interesting. The terrain here, you can't quite tell from this angle, but just off to the left of where those guys are, that's quite a bit of sloped terrain. It's actually a hill. So, they've got a fair bit of cover there running into the point, and they're all heading down the road. But that artillery, look at that. It killed about 5 just then. I didn't see that earlier on. I was watching this stuff in front of me here. Artillery picked up 5 people up the back left there. The artillery through this match, folks, both teams, top shelf. This, A-grade artillery throughout the whole match. Commanders should be absolutely praising their artillery players here. They were on point, both teams, the whole match. So that wave of people that was coming down that road and the Stuart tank, they're all dead. And there's another artillery round just for good measure on the couple that were straggling at the back. Absolutely wiped everyone out. But you can see there's a 75 there. That 75 from before is camping against there. He's actually on a 90-degree angle. He's perpendicular to the bloody... the forward area, so I guess he's trying to cover from that left side with the machine gun on the front of the tank. I'm not really sure. You can see rounds coming in there. Von Luck tried his luck there and got a ricochet off him, so no good. Stewart on the right there, just about 3 o'clock position. You can see that coming in right now. And Chimera trying to push up on that the right flank as we look at it. Here's that tank that I was talking about, and I couldn't work out why he was sitting on this angle. I really couldn't. He's got plenty of infantry on his left. So if anyone has any ideas of why that might be, why he's sitting on that angle there, let me know, please, because I just didn't quite understand it. Here's that recon tank I talked around the back there. So they're going in to start taking out the artillery, and that's the end of the tank, is it? I think that was actually, no, that was the truck. The truck that was behind him. So that tank's still going. He's going strong. He's putting fire support in onto the dugout. So the Chimera guys are going to start to defend here. On there, and of course they've got the cap, and numpty fucking streamer forgot to change the header there, so my apologies. We'll fix that up once I actually remembered it. Jinx throwing the long range stuff in there. He's about half short, and he's managed to be picked up from some rifle fire there, so unlucky for Jinx. But all the work here at the moment for big rocket to nowhere. All the work here at the moment for the IR guys to try and push Chimera out of the point. You can see this battle here on the left now. As I said before, this was going to be an area where we're going to watch the center of map control. Super important here, and everybody's fighting over it right now, ladies and gentlemen. That is, oh, look at Bananas. No one's seen him. How? Oh, he's got the... Oh, no, unlucky. Bananas has snuck up somehow in front of like 4 fucking IR players, and then he's just unlucky on the ground too much. Here's Mav picking up probably 933 there. Nope, Brian died. He certainly did. Mav there now camping on the edge of the bushes. Pretty smart player, Mav. Usually we see him fairly forward. So here he is trying to push on 933, and he's going to get the drop on him. Yes, he has. Someone else around the back. Nice shut down there from the Chimera guys on those set of buildings. Real important terrain piece, that one. But someone, a medic is actually making his way through, trying his luck. Can't self-res there, medic, so good luck. Oh, he's picked up a couple. That's not bad from the old medic, but he's been knocked down on his little solo run there. Not sure what he was doing. Maybe his mates got shot down. Didn't see that. Bit of pressure on the cap here now. You can see Chimera just starting to lose it on here as we've got numbers coming in on that left flank where that set of buildings are. That's a really good spot there. Something blew up there, probably just a truck timing out. Just getting some wave down here, and Chimera just reinforcing the point. So it's static at the moment, going slightly in Chimera's favour with just cap weight. But that's a Lutz just there in front of us with a Stuart just above it. The Lutz is absolutely shredding the front of that Stuart. But all the infantry around the Lutz has died. And you can see the 75 now is making a move on the point here as well. So a bit of trouble here for Chimera. It's 2-1 tanks on the point, and infantry's about even at the moment. Points contested, it's blinking backwards and forwards. No one's actually holding it very strongly at the moment. Chimera desperately throwing some forces back into the meat grinder to try and stop this two-tank push that's going on right now. That Luke's is in a lot of trouble. That 75 has come right forward, and he's going to pop that Luke's in about 3, 2, 1, I reckon. Oh, is it a miss? What happened then? Luke's is running backwards. I don't think he's going to get away. No, not at all. But I think that 75 actually missed with its first shot. Hat shot there. So IR still pushing cap weight here. You can see the numbers, the weight they've got around there. There's a side rocket from Von Luck. I don't think it hit anything. He woke up the Stuart, though, who's well, said fuck it, I'm just going to sit here anyway. Von now aiming for the 75. Okay, he's trying to push it back, I'm guessing. He's left it. Oh, he's got another Rocketeer from the front there, popping the Stewart, or trying to anyway, but they haven't managed to pick it up. Chimera really using that terrain just there, just below the camera, you can see on the top of the ridgeline there to reinforce and spread out troops from it. But a lot of pressure on the right side there in that city area. Now we're 50% on the cap, and Chimera really need to do something about this. They do not hold dugouts solidly. They're actually losing the point quite convincingly at the moment with those tanks in there. There's another rocket in. Let's see if that picked up the Stewart. No, it did not. We've got these guys down below us here. We are watching that area in the dugout above us, but also down here on the bottom left. This is a good IR push down here as well. Machine gunner on the roof against Jonah and everybody. All right, just a quick sound check again, folks. Is the sound in the battle coming through okay? Is it not too loud, not too quiet? Hopefully it's right on point. Here's the first bombing run. That's the Chimera, guys. I think VK, there he is. VK is actually the commander tonight of the Chimera guys again. Thanks, Jonah. I really appreciate it, mate. It's actually been too quiet in some of the matches I've done recently. I didn't even realise. So there you go. VK there putting a bombing run over the points, taking a little bit of pressure off the point for him. But still troubles there. Chimera not holding it convincingly at the moment. They are throwing meat into the grinder. It is absolutely happening. Bananas with the sub. Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate it, mate. Oh, fuck, I just realised I think I've forgotten to turn off ads. Wait out, folks, while we're watching this. The good thing about a video is I can go and play on another screen and go quickly turn your ads off to make sure no ads appear. I do not like having ads in my streams. Where is it? Here we go. So apologies if you've already seen an ad. I will get rid of that. No, it's not that. Settings. There we go. Affiliate here. So you can see here the IR guys are still pushing in with numbers, and I think that was that the airhead bombing run? I was actually looking at the other screen just then. I apologise for that. There we go. Turned off the ads now. Is that an airhead in there? I don't know. We're only 13 minutes in. Big artillery coming in at the moment. Lovely, lovely work from the artillery. As we said before, that keeps pounding the point. Chimera getting the upper hand here out on the side. And Coco, thanks very much for the sub, mate. I do appreciate it. And for all viewers, as you know, once I build up enough revenue and they pay me out, it just goes back into the community anyway. So I appreciate it though, Coco. I really do. I appreciate the support, mate. That's more important than anything. All right, so you can see Chimera getting the upper hand there at, what is it, Echo 5. That's nice work from them. And the trouble with the pre-record is I can't turn the header off when I want to look at the shit at the top of the screen. Positives and negatives. Here we are. DT now, I think this was the medic before, wasn't it? Now he's gone assault class because he realises medic doesn't have as many good grenades. Heavenly with the defensive play here. She got him. Yes, she has. Nice work from Heavenly there. Still pressure on the point here for Chimera. They don't have a let up at all. It's just a continuous wave of soldiers coming in from the north, pushing onto the dugout for them. Left flank still just getting pressured. You can see up to the top right there about the 2 o'clock position. A lot of fight going on, but Chimera have managed to push forward reasonably well. And what's important there is you can see also Andy and Entice, 2 squad leaders, are getting up into those buildings just where the where all the forest or the orchard or whatever the hell it is. And so that'll be good for them because they'll be able to set some OPs up there and try and push up towards the next point, which is Brecourt Battery. So, down here we have the Chimera guys have managed to root out the IR team from this set of buildings. So they've gained 10 metres in the last 10 minutes. All right, that's warfighting for you, ladies and gentlemen. So Chimera now going to try and push down this left flank. This is, of course, a feeder line that gets them around to Brecourt from the west. So if they run down this line here where we're looking at right now, just at the bottom of the screen, then they sweep around onto Brecourt Manor. Or Brecourt Battery, whatever the hell it's called. All right, that's a nice little sweep line they can do, but it's not the only attack line you want to come in from. And to be honest with you, the better attack line is where Andy and Butterdog are, which is, of course, to the east-northeast of the point. So Andy now trying to set something out there. Naturally, of course, IR have got a spawn point out there. I'm not sure if that's a garrison or an OP, but they are set up there. And we're just looking at what Brecourt looks like now because at the moment, at least anyway, Chimera holding onto the dugout. But look at the numbers still pushing in there from IR. They're just keeping on and on and on, aren't they? All right, what's around the back here that's important for Brecourt Battery? So the trench line around the back. that's a critical one for both teams to try and control. IR, of course, need to hold that trench line and the woods, forest, whatever you want to call it, where old mate just got shot, where Rogue Trooper and Butterdog are. That is critical for IR to get across there. They need to put some troops in here and clean out the Chimera guys, or they will be in trouble. And there you can see now we've got a tank. That's a Stuart, I think, running around the back there. It looks pretty quick. You know, DTV just picking up the infantry there, but that's Stuart now trying to hunt him down. It's obviously run into something from Chimera because it's got a little bit of smoke coming out of the back of it that shouldn't be coming out of a perfectly healthy tank. So here's V now doing a blocking force. You can see the IR guys just starting to run some troops down those two lines, feeder lines, into where V is. DTV's just been picked up. He's been flanked by like 4 different directions, and IR now control that whole zone. Not convincingly, but they've got the numbers there at the moment to hold it. Interesting point down the bottom left there. We just saw some bodies getting into dugouts, so the pressure's still on for Chimera onto the dugout point, and you can see the recons coming up. And I'm just looking at what's going on out here. We can Entice is the player on the Chimera team that we always see stepping forward to set up stuff. So he's obviously got a delegated role of going forward and trying to set up garrisons for the team, for the commander. And so wherever Entice is, we know what he is doing generally, which is trying to set up spawn points for his team to work from. Now, is IR going to let him run around the back there, or are they going to pressure him? Well, it's up to you to watch that and me to tell you when it gets there. But we'll see how they play out at the moment. But dugout at the moment is definitely held well by Chimera. IR still throwing hard, and we've been going for a grand total of 17 minutes, and it's already stressful, isn't it? Look at this artillery. It's right in amongst it. Lorvain there has got to keep his head down or he's dead. Chimera's still working the buildings there, so they've not really gained much ground from that, but they've managed to pick up some, and that's supporting fire coming in. So good combined arm stuff here from IR. They're putting firepower and artillery as well. That's lovely combined arm stuff. So I'm just going to check to see where this comes from. Oh no, I was checking the artillery. That's right. I do occasionally spear off. Remember, this is a pre-recorded video. I did the filming myself, and now I'm actually casting it live, so I'm able to interact with you, chat. Lovely to see you all. Great to see you on a, what is it, Sunday night. Absolutely. And, you know, this comp, I love it. The 49s, it's just carnage. So here we've got the 3 guys on, and I'm just watching here from memory. There's a rocket coming in. Look at that. So this is now the meta for how to work artillery. Rather than send troops in, a little bit off, but it hit the tank, so that's going to be a damage tank when they actually get in it. But the current meta at the moment for taking out artillery, instead of actually trying to run troops forward all the time and get into positions and snipe them and then get counter shot and all this, I was trying to find it here, I couldn't find them. You just find somewhere down here and you lob rockets in. And so you set up your anti-tank guy, he gets an ammo box next to him, fires 2 rockets down, and then he reloads, fires another 2, then he redeploys. And that's how it works. It's the same thing happening here for the Chimera guys. I'm pretty sure the IR team were just pushing down that right flank as we look at it and trying to do the same thing here. So it is definitely the current meta. Interesting point though, look what Chimera have done with the trucks here. So please, like I was trying to work out what angle they're protecting it from or what that is. I want to know what that is. Why are the trucks behind the artillery piece on that angle? There must be some clever thing. Now, Keltith, if you're watching, there he is, mate. He's right there in that bush. This guy, whatever his name is for the IR team, incredibly patient. So he clearly doesn't want to engage with Keltith and be spotted or inadvertently shot or whatever. And he doesn't want Keltith to know he's here, specifically here. So I just went in to have a look to make sure he was there. And he is watching, but he did not want Keltith to find him. I thought for a moment, oh, what if Keltith runs around the other side of this wall? There's the legs, the legs sticking out, so he might get spotted. Lovely chat there. Patent pending, that's mine. You saw it. He works out the arty defense. No one else knows what the fuck he's doing. Least of all Cooler, I'm guessing. So, Coco Bananas here. Yes, you got the drop on him, mate. I caught that one. Well played. Very, very patient play there from Coco. Managed to pick his man up as he ran across that wheat field. But we're going to come back to this wheat field a few times, I reckon. Coco will probably tell you that. This was a brutal part of the map for the whole match, no matter what. Here's the tank pushing in on him now, and there's Caledonius wearing the front of that tank. Alan Zay up on the top of the building here, trying to pick up the Chimera guys. Look at this kill stuff coming on. There's 1, 2, 3 down. McFly's going, fuck that, I'm out. I don't want part of that. Blackjack holding in now. He's been knocked down as well. So McFly's the only one left and wondering what the hell just happened to his entire squad plus. Back to the dugout now. We can still see IR pushing him, but look at that artillery kill. Chimera made some ground on the left side here, though. Nice work from the Chimera guys. They've actually worked their way along here quite nicely. They've made about 100 metres of terrain here. And there we see the little haystack yurt over the back there with double X behind it. An IR name I can actually pronounce. And he's set up a defensive position there around that OP. Now, you would think that's exposed out there, but somehow they're training well. The artillery's just a little bit off there. Levaine's trying to work out where they're all coming from and how to get them, and look at them all coming down the road here. So IR definitely keen to get a push, a push down this side of the map. And then, of course, try to work that middle area and keep the pressure on the front of the dugout. So they're coming in from 3 different prongs. Currently, though, 21 minutes into the match, Chimera have been able to hold them. But now I reckon we're going to see a little bit of a loss on this flank here, and IR probably going to get some momentum there. They're losing the middle a bit. There's a tank up here. There he is. 76 this is now. So he's tucked in behind that building. I think he just got hit, or he got shot at least. He didn't like that. So he's backed off a little bit. But they've backed off, but they're only backed off for a moment to reload, and they're just going to come forward again. All right. Yeah, well, if you're watching for him, you could pick him up. So it's time to out for a drink. Now, Butter Dog. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my MVP today. Butter Dog was the MVP for the Chimera team, at least. I'll let you know who the IR one was later. But Butter Dog, you can see these guys are moving around the back here. This is nice play from Chimera now. There's those two squad leaders I talked about, Entice and Andy. And as I said, Entice will be up, setting up Garys, taking down enemy garrisons, doing all the things. But Butter Dog's my MVP, so anytime you see him on the field, folks, you keep an eye on him. You watch what he gets up to today. I won't spoil it, but he does very, very well. Here's Andy now. Oh, they haven't seen each other. Pangef and Andy have not seen each other. Oh, there's Andy spotted him now, I think. Has he got the drop of him? No, he's going to... Oh, no, he's going to back around the side here and protect his OP, which, of course, he just set that OP up. Pangef now, don't know if he knows. He probably just started to hear it now. There it is, bam. OP's gone. Andy's ready. Got the gun out. Holding position. This is it. What? He was ready for him, Andy. Oh, dear. All right, Butter Dog now, working his way around. I reckon he's going for a tank. That's what he's doing. That's what Butter Dog's doing. He's going for that 76 we saw earlier, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. There's one there. You can see it just to the front, top right of... Yeah, that's what I was watching. Here he is. Look at this. So that tank's moving off to the right now. It's actually backed out from behind that building. Is Butter Dog going to push the point, or is he going to push the tank? Because he'd have a satchel, no question. Absolutely have. Look at Andy. Yeah. This ain't no Reema again, isn't it? Butter Dog is pushing for the tank, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go along. He's going to go along the left-hand side of this hedge road, whatever it's called. I don't know if that's a real garrison there, by the way. I don't think it is. I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, no, I think that's actually just like the terrain. So, here we go. Butter Dog. This is a 3-person tank, by the way. Can he pick his tank up? He's in there. He's getting the satchel on. Satchel in 3. There it is. Now he's stepping back. He's got the satchel on. There's one out. There's 2 out. He's got one. He's got both. He's got both. Now the tank driver is going, fuck, guys. But it's safe. There's a satchel on that tank. Well done, Butter Dog. Out the other one's out. He's going to get out and try and pull the satchel off. He's been killed by Entice. There's no one in the tank, and it's dead. So that's a 76. That cost him a little bit. That was good. That was a good kill. Nice work, Butter Dog. All right. There's an Angry Luke's on the field, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want, is an angry Luke's. It's an unescorted Angry Luke's running past some Rocketeers. I've got a feeling I know how this one plays out. It's shooting, it's killing, it's doing some work. It's just got it. The one person they have to kill is that guy there with the little arrow. Oh, he's got a rocket in his ass. There's another one. Oh, no, that was a great shot, actually. That's got to be 150. There's a rocket. That one's missed. Oh, they're going to hit each other here if they're not. Oh, he's almost hit his own teammate. There's another one. There's another one. The Luke's is... Surely this Luke's is fucked. There we go. Oh, all the rockets in the world IR have got. That was good. That was good. That Luke's was pincered. All right. What's going on over the middle of the map? Well, what's happened while we've been watching all the shenanigans of the tanks over there is that IR have taken that center set of buildings and they've actually pushed back the big Kev. They've pushed back the Chimera players here in this set of buildings. This is actually a problem for Chimera. IR can get a garrison out here, an attacking garrison. It's pretty hard to find in there. You've got to actually, especially when there's infantry around. There's a machine gunner in that building. Oh, Mav's down. There he goes. Look at that machine gunner. Here's 3 more in. Brian died. He's got shots on 933, but he's been picked up by the machine gun. Coco's going, fuck, there's a machine gun. Spherical's having a look. He's down. Coco's doing the little duck, dodge, dive, dip, and dodge. He's trying to find the machine gunner. Takes a shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. The machine gunner says no. Mav's up again. Brian died again. Yes, he sure did. Oh, that machine gunner's having a field day in that building. All right, Chimera, a bit of trouble here, I reckon. Monty down. Out in there, because as they come over this ridge line, IR are just where Flash 278 is. That's a great campy spot. Absolutely great campy spot right there. Chimera can't get off of this hill. They can't push across to the east, pretty much. East-northeast, that is. Here's Yungo doing the open field run. See how he goes with that as we're watching that. Chimera got a Panther in the field now. That's a good thing for them. And it's on dugout. Dugout's pretty safe at the moment. In the middle's fine. We're just watching what happens around the sides. There's... By the way, I'm going to go and look at it a couple of times. There's all sorts of fucking shenanigans happening down this 7-8 columns in this match. All sorts of shenanigans down there. So there's Rocketeers. We know that. All right? But just watch what happens out there anyway. Okay. Chimera's still... Oh, geez, it must be hard. These fights are pretty brutal. Like, they're not getting anywhere down here, Chimera. IR are not getting anywhere. It's just give and take 20 metres of terrain at the moment. There's a big spawn wave from IR. This is... Oh! It's gone! There was a big spawn wave. And then there was artillery. Great kill from the artillery, but it won't take the OP out, so they'll get another spawn off. That was capital shooting from the artillery. Great calling too, whoever's marking that stuff, or at least indicating where it is. So I don't get to see the markers because I am only a squad member in this 49v49. So, but I'd likely say, see, there's that spawn wave come in again. The artillery's moved off a little bit, but Chimera a little bit overextended there. Actually, they've pushed forward out of dugout a couple of 100 meters. Round the back here, we're looking at. Round the back here, we're having a look at Entice, just doing his little shenanigans around the back with Pang F trying to find him. So Entice will be probably just setting some stuff up and try and give some information around the back. There's an Overwatcher there. Here's the tank 76 coming in now to try and provide some support. There's some supplies going in from the Germans there, but I don't think there's supported supplies. I think IR... Oh, no, Jam's pushing up there. Okay, so that's where that little bit of an extension is happening. I think IR are actually getting a push on here, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're going to get a push through that middle area. Jam's a bit... Oh, yeah, Jam's dead now. He's isolated. His squad's being trapped by... Although that artillery picked up all of those dudes and dudettes in the field, they managed to get another spawn off anyway, and now they're coming around, they're flanking. If that was the Panther... Was that the Panther? Oh, no, it's alive still. Jesus. Oh, that was a big play if that Panther just died. But it wasn't. It was a truck, I'm guessing. But IR getting some momentum in the middle of the map there, folks. Chimera getting some momentum down this left flank, the west flank. This is what this is we're looking at right now. Bottom of the screen. We're over on the left-hand side of the map. And Chimera just they're doing nicely out here. All right, so there's a bit of a play going on here in that middle area. There is a good little play coming in from IR, and you can see the pre-artillery. Oh, was that the tank? That tank just died. That's the Panther down. It has been picked up by probably long-range tank fire. I'm guessing that's 70. Yeah, that's 76. Yeah, they're up there at the 10 o'clock position on the screen. 10 o'clock position up on the screen there. Picked up the Panther. Absolutely did. So nice work there from the Panther. Sorry, from the 76 killing that Panther. And now IR are getting a run on the point here. There's not a lot of Chimera defense here. There's the guys coming in from Jam's squad as well. Usually Jam's squad is actually a bit of an aggressive squad here. So they're sort of... They've pushed under the point and they haven't been able to do anything else but hold here because IR have been pushing so vigorously. Let's watch this in nice and close. I do love coming in for some of this close play. We do miss a bit of situational awareness around everywhere else, but it's nice to actually watch this stuff go on. Bubbles there, the machine gun, trying to set up. Jam's coming across on the left. Here's Huller pushing forward to see what he can find. Jinx up on the hill there, just got picked up by somebody. Diesel doing the left camp. Now, remember, the difference between 18s and this, of course, is this. You can climb up on top of anything you want. All right? Whereas with the 18s that I've been casting recently, here's a nice play. Look at this. Oh, IR down in the middle there. Nice defense from Chimera. But, yeah, in the 18s, you can't actually climb up above shoulder height. So, yeah, some interesting rules there. I'd sort of, you track that stuff. It's a bit different. Here's Jam and the squad now trying to push forward again. And again, they're getting hammered by, artillery all over him. Infantry pushing up on that right flank from them. Bubbles, Diesel just been picked up. Bubbles trying to defend there. Nice defense, though. Last man standing, Bubbles. There you go, Bubbles. Last man standing. Everyone else died around you, mate. Both teams. So, Hardy goes, no. No last man standing. Everyone's dead. Here it is. This is what I was thinking was going to happen. So the 76 has worked its way across to the middle of the map. It's actually working. There's no infantry here now to support it, but they'll probably be running in behind it. Now this is the counter punch from IR. They're now starting to get across. You can see John knows something, nothing, I'm not real sure. He should know not to run over in the middle of the field. They're up that high. He probably could have run a bit further to the right, but apparently he couldn't work that out. So he's dead now. But he's got some mates here out on the other flank here shooting into the Chimera team while that tank pushes forward. The tank does not have enough defense around it. Diesel's tried to get him with a satchel. No good. No show. They've got gunfire out the side there. But someone shot the guy that got Zagan that shot Diesel. So it's a good trade here at the moment for Chimera. Look at the wave coming in from IR though. We are literally 30 minutes into the battle, folks. And oh boy. They're not going to walk that off too easily. That's going to need a real hard respawn. That little flank on the right there that just got blown to shithouse and back again. Monty's just running past it. It's not even worth crying over it, mate. Just keep running. The Chimera team are back in position right now. There's two tanks. That's a Panzer IV down below us there, folks. There's a 76 up on the road there. Now, the Panzer IV, of course, for those that don't know, is not going to go as well front on against the 76. So, the 76 is backed off a little bit. Panzer IV's parked there. He's moving. Chimera guys, 6, 7, 8 of them on defense at the moment. There's a recon shot from Blackjack. Checking out what's going on around them. We'll see what happens here. That Panzer IV needs to be aware of that 76. He's pushing up. He can't play frontals with it. Chimera guys, Tism wears an artillery round to the face. Someone else did it too. I didn't even know. They were hit so hard their name was erased from memory. That's how hard they were hit. All right, Panzer IV, talking mugshot. Oh, no. Where was the comms there? They've driven straight into the round from the 76, and it's ended their little run. The Chimera guys still working hard up on the hill here in that trench system as well. They've got the point held at the moment, but it's still even Stevens there. IR've got that one tank up. Here's Von Luck and Caledonia still trying to push on this bloody set of buildings here that... IR won these buildings about, 10 minutes ago, maybe 15? And, maybe 10, let's say 10. And Chimera just trying desperately to come down. No slouches here, these players. Monty, Spherical, Caledonius, and Von Lark. That was great. There's a good bunch of players there, but they've got a 75 against them now. So, bam, Von Lark's trying his luck. Let's see what he does there. He's putting some rounds down range at that 75. It's woken up, but he's been shot for his trouble. Monty left, last man standing here. Against 3, he's just going to run at it. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. And that tank now will have to repair. Here's Brian died. Is he going to die again? Well, let's remind ourselves what this area is. This is a wheat field. And these are really cool for moving around and no one knowing what the fuck's going on. Brian knows there's somebody around. He's just trying to sneak in, and we'll get in and have a look at nice and close. He knows he's just up there. Heavenly's been picked off by somebody else. 933 has no idea there's a dude behind him. Brian's run forward for the shovel, but he did not get the shovel. Stolen, I say, by McFly. Brian would be disappointed with that. All right, here's Boygnant's running up there with Brian, but look at this. The Chimera defense on this flank is gone. Smoke coming in now from IR, I reckon. I reckon they're pushing that right area there, and that's trouble for Chimera. So, that was a shoveling denial, exactly. All right, Chimera not getting anywhere on the left side. IR not getting anywhere on the left side here. Although they have got those guys around the back there, Chimera have. In the middle there, we've got a tank and some IR players pushing in on where Diesel is, onto the dugout. A little bit of trouble there. On that far flank at the 1 o'clock position right now as we look at it, Chimera are just losing that area to a very determined IR push. Tanks on the map right now. We've got a pair of Panthers down that Charlie columns, Charlie 6-7, that's a pair of Panthers on the field. And we're now starting to see some pressure on Brickor. That's what you want to see. So finally, 35 minutes into the match, Chimera have managed to put someone in. That's Andy on the point. I reckon he would have slapped down an OP. We'll start to see a spawn wave in a second. And that will just twing. Is that the right word? A little bit of a bell ring for IR to say, hey, guess what? We're in your back lines. What are you going to do about it? There's the spawn wave come off. Just 2 guys, but it's enough to start to turn the cap again. This is really interesting. Really, really, really interesting. Because if Chimera took out the garrison that's in the point, the next spawn point would be over where Pang F is. Now, he'd know, of course, this Chimera guy's in the point right now. But where's the rest of the IR team? Nobody's returned yet. Nobody's anywhere. And Tice probably took out the garrison that was over to the right here. I saw him out here before, and I think I caught a garrison out in the corner of my eye. There's Wheelbarrow with a bunch of Mandarin characters coming in on that right side. Squad leader, probably trying to set something up to get a spawn point. Here we got Pang F now running across the open field. Probably not the wisest move, although he has picked up bubbles there off the OP, but there, bam, headshot, and a counter shot headshot as well. So trade. Prowl's last man standing now. Chimera now with almost 50% cap here. Here's the spawn wave coming in from IR. They're now starting to panic a little bit. They're almost 50% capped here, and there'll be nothing much in this. We know that there are 4 grid squares. The 4 grid squares, see that there? I was even clever enough to remember to do that while I was filming. Those 4 grid squares are the cap circle, cap area, and the circle gives you 3-1 odds. So, Chimera at the moment have got 12 points on cap, whereas IR do not. But as the guys get traded and shot, and you can see rockets coming out and all sorts of things, around the back of us and below us, there'll be IR guys. I think that's how it works anyway. All right, someone told me it was 3-1, so that's what I understand it if you're in the circle. There's a big spawn wave coming in from the IR team, but they have got 5 Chimera guys to root out of the point. They are getting enough numbers in there to keep the cap contested or going back in their favour, actually. And interestingly, they're making a way across an open field, and only 1 got shot just then. Prowls needs to get that gun out and start shooting at stuff, but he seems to be going the wrong direction. I think IR are gonna save this. They've managed to get their team across there. Yeah, look at this. Trade. That's 2-1. Whoa, can Chimera pop this open? Can IR defend it? I think the important thing we've got to remember here, folks, is you can hear it's less aggressive over there at the dugout because Chimera put some pressure here. Oh, VK unlucky there trying to flank the commander. It pops the seal and gives people a chance to breathe on the defense from Chimera's perspective. So IR have to pull back all of those troops. You can see heaps and heaps coming back now, but that gives these guys a chance to breathe. And not only that, that right flank, which we were worried about before, they now can start to push out there a little bit better, I reckon. And yes, absolutely. Well, look how far IR have pushed down here. Nice work from them. So the defenders are really struggling out this side with just a very aggressive play. Oh, and of course a tank, that'll fuck you up every time. Brian died, is trying to get to that tank, I reckon. That they've got infantry support. Just having a look out this right flank here, I wanted to see what was going on out here just briefly. And there's some of the shenanigans I was talking about. There's just kind of random people out here everywhere. Like all different sorts of classes too. There's a Puma doing its thing. Oh, it's going to run into an anti-tanker. Oh, wow. Right place, right time. Well, I suppose he's there trying to shoot at artillery, isn't he? So anyway, yeah, fascinating what was going on out here. I couldn't work out what was happening and why everyone was out there. But a little bit of a push here from Chimera has been shut down on the point, as we expected it would be with all those waves coming in. But it's reset the breaker a little bit for dugout. It's given Chimera a little bit of a chance just to catch their breath, get some better defense up. There's a Panther in the middle of the point now. Some supplies coming in from the Axis side, and they're just starting to push out a little bit in the middle because they've managed to get the upper hand there because of all the people that got pulled back for defense of Brickor Battery. All right, taking a drink here as we watch this little play. There we go. 50 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. And at the moment, 3-2 to Chimera. And we have a little bit of a reset in the battle at the moment. Just that little cap that attempted to occur on the Brickor Battery gave Chimera a chance to reset. IR probably had what ASMR slurps. Well, no. Okay, so Butter Dog around the back there, doing some killing, doing a good job, old Butters. And he's got that satchel. He's got a mate with him too, squad leader, probably Entice, or is it Andy again? No, it's Entice this time. Righto, there you go. Hell it loose ASMR. You reckon, eh? Right. I'll get my people to look into that. Okay, Chimera have made some ground on the left flank now. Again, probably because of that cap that was happening down here. They've actually managed to get some people there. But Jonah there stopped short a little by a very good artillery round. Geez, their artillery was on point, both teams. It's just on you, isn't it? You can't do anything against that. It's just fucking stops you in your tracks. Sends you back to the Stone Age. Hits you that hard. All right. Here's this defensive play from Chimera. Jam probably trying to... He'd be itching here, Jam, to get forward and attack because he does love to attack. But fuck me, this IR attack that's been coming in relentlessly down that road has been a real challenge. Entice here playing tag with some of the IR team. Let's see what he's got here. Puts a few rounds down range. Lots of misses there. See if he gets a reload up. Oh, he's been picked up by someone else. Nice kill there from old mate. Now, back over the right here. Watch their commander. He's up there at Bunnings. Down here, IR and Chimera still fighting over the exact same set of fucking buildings. I think Chimera have managed to gain the ground back again that they just lost. Heavenly down the back here. Yep, they've gained that. There's a supply truck going in. VK probably setting up some defenses that were taken out maybe. But the trade here is pretty brutal. This is a pretty brutal little side battle here, isn't it? IR have just gradually been getting the upper hand against Chimera, and Chimera have just been feeding troops in from that left side where Von Luck is. Again, not getting any further than that sort of grain tower, water tower, whatever the fuck it is just there. But they are holding the hill, and that's important. As long as they hold this hill, IR can't take the point from this side. But, you know, every window's got a sniper in it over there at the moment. That's what it must feel like out here. There's a machine gunner set up at the back. They're trying to put some suppressor fire. No, it's coming the other way. Old mate there on that road area. He's the one shredding everybody. He just picked up a couple there next to Von Luck. Von Luck can't see him from memory because I'm going to take the camera down there and we have a look at what that gunner's position looks like. We see him on the brick wall. I mean, he's completely exposed to every angle except that one. And he's just using the knowledge or whatever, the intelligence that his team's providing to set up nicely. So he sees angles there. He's not even really looking to the left much at all. Now he's relocating. He's just shredded a bunch of the Chimera guys coming down the hill though. So nice work from him. And they've got an engineer in the point. How did they do that? Just saw that in the back there. I've got an engineer in the point. Is that a satchel? There has to be a satchel. He has to be putting a satchel in. 933 coming through there. He's just been picked up by somebody. Where was that strafing run? I'm not sure. Here's this little side play going on out here again. We're way up in... I just don't know what was going on out there. Having a look at the recons, I see that. Same two areas. Same relentless attack by IR. Same. They're just throwing bodies in the meat grinder down the same paths. They're making a bit of ground here, though, on this right flank. Just there, you can see Chimera starting to lose the hill. They've got their OP setback thrown up in the trench. But, I mean, you can't take it out with artillery, but... you know, I would have run a tank through that area out there actually and pushed it up on the hill. They're just starting to get the cap weight now, IR, because they've got this engineer's taken out. Oh, he's taken out the garrison and the supplies. Chimera in trouble, folks. Chimera in a lot of trouble here. They've got the three guys on defense who are still fighting there, so they can't really move anywhere. And this engineer got around the back. They've got tank fire coming in from the 10 o'clock position. Heavenly now is getting pushed out this way to try and defend. Oh, whatever that was just blew up everybody. All the defenders gone now. An airhead coming in as well. Oh, big trouble here. IR have got a tank. They've got an airhead. They've got infantry coming in. There's a bombing run as well. Fuck it. There's another bombing run. Does anyone got anything left to use? So, Chimera throw a bombing run across the point thinking there's someone in there. There's not. IR throw a bombing run in on that airhead to defend that. That airhead's down on the ground right now. There's a tank in there. This is combined arms stuff. President's managed to kill old mate in the pit here. But that airhead's right there where DT is right now, folks. Big trouble. And they're losing the point. Oh, Chimera just starting to cap it back. There's a reinforce in the dugout. We saw that up in the top left corner. There's the spawn. It's going to go the other way now, is it? The reinforce is still on. It's contested. That's how close this is. With a reinforce on, look at the Chimera wave coming in. Oh, combined arms. Everyone take a sip. Fucking love it. There we go. So, Lancer's in the middle of the... Lancer was in the middle of the point. Artillery found him. He's no longer there. IR still with the numbers there. Jungo's been picked up there. Monty doing the open field run. See how that plays out for him. Airhound down here. Another big spawn wave. Chimera in real trouble here, folks. Where are the OPs from the IR players, though? Where are the squad leaders? There's one there. There's one forward. Prince is the squad leader. There's the tank pushing in now. Can't get past the Belgian gates. Got to get around to the left. Oh, don't know what's aiming at that right now. Wow, I tell you what, Chimera doing really well on the defense here, though. All of the IR team's gone. They're all dead. Oh, Panzer 4 against the 76. Never ends well. The Panzer 4 had to push in. They were losing the point. There's some supplies coming in for another garrison around the back. There's another spawn wave from IR, but every single person off the last spawn wave got fucking wiped. Great defensive play. There's the tank finally marked by the commander. It's stuck at the moment. It's trying to get around. It's actually completely ineffective there. Now it's just been hit in the front. There's another tank. I completely missed that. There's another tank up front. They've got two tanks on the point here, IR. They've got an airhead down there. It's still there, I think. There's... Where the fuck are their infantry? What? Oh, everything's exploding. There's the infantry now. Another big spawn wave. Chimera hanging on by the skin of their teeth. There's nobody except President in the point at the moment. No one can see jack shit. Jonah's saying they couldn't see anything. I have no doubt. Look at the defense, though. Look at that. Dead. Just absolutely killing. Oh, and artillery as well for shits and giggles. Takes out some more of the attacking IR players. Tanks are on the point. There's a tank gone. That's got to be a satchel, surely. I don't even know what hit that. That tank's gone. This is phenomenal defense from Chimera. They're not even in the point. And they're still holding out IR. All that force on the left flank there, you can see them holding position right now nicely. They're probably putting in counterfire from the side. Chimera have actually pushed down the left flank while having infantry in their own defensive point. This is just absolutely superb defensive combined arms play. Oh yes, from Chimera. They are holding out against an airhead that was an uncontested airhead. IR got like 4 or 5 spawn waves off of that damn thing, and they still have not managed to take the point. We're literally halfway here, folks. It's the first time that Chimera have really been pressured on the point. IR have thrown everything at it just then, and they have not managed to crack the Chimera defense. Wow, that is brilliant play. Absolutely brilliant play. There have been a few solo tanks running around too, which have been remarkable that they haven't been killed. And tanks were either really hit or miss, pardon the pun, where you saw some tanks that were just absolutely dominating for a while, and then suddenly tanks weren't dominating at all. It was really bizarre, this whole match. You know, you'd see tanks just getting shot from like fucking half a kilometre away by God knows what. I had no idea what shot them. Oh, look at that art. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think the big player on that defense right there was the artillery from Chimera. It absolutely trimmed down any chance of spawn waves from IR. You saw a spawn wave come in and immediately leave again before they had a chance to even know they'd loaded in. That is absolutely brilliant stuff. IR just pushing down this flank again, but Chimera, I mean, there's still push on the dugout. The same troops are pushing into the dugout just there, but Chimera have got numbers on it right now. And they've stopped that attack. So really good defense there. We're just over halfway through the match. Here's Cheese. Nice deliberate kill there from Cheese. Just Chimera just now consolidating again. They had a little bit of a pucker moment there. I tell you what, 2 tanks on the point, plus an airhead with infantry support for those tanks. How did IR not cap that? I have no idea. Here's a plucky little Stuart running down the outside. Plucky. Running on the outside there. We'll see what he does in a moment, I guess. Chimera now doing a counter push here through these buildings. Entice now. Look, the joke is, you know, taking 7 guys at once here, old Entice. But, hey, whatever rings your bell, I guess. We'll see what his patience is like, actually. Here, he knows someone's there. He's actually just seen that guy run around the back there. Old mate's popping supplies down. Entice has got the patience. He was bandaging. See if he actually finished that. No, he did. There you go. He's just waited out. He's bandaged himself up. Now he's probably going to jump up and take those supplies out. Nice. I love this little deliberate type play. I like just taking a pause from the big panoramic stuff. Oh, he's getting shot at. Someone's still there with him, but he'll get those supplies, and that'll stop their garrison spawn. Here he goes. Entice got the goods. He's got 4 against him. He's taking his time. He's got one out the side. He's looking to the right. He's got one. There's V down. He's seen another one. There's another one down. Oh, mate, through the box. 2 for 1, though, for Entice, and he got their supplies. So well played there. Nice little solo play there from Entice. But that's what he does. He's designed for that. He's delegated to do that, should I say. Same stuff on this flank here. Just a brutal gunfight going on. And, of course, Jam Squad over there. I'm watching you, Entice. Jam Squad over there. Just, you know, on defense this whole time, working their asses off. IR and Chimera just trading here really nicely. Nice play here from IR, just picking off the Chimera players. Rogue sitting there, trying to get shots on. They've still got, look at that spawn over the back there. But the back of the bloody haystack, it's been there for ages. These guys are looking little dodgers leaning left and right, trying to see what they can see. Goose here, putting some rounds down range. He's picked off, what did he pick up? Zagan, yeah, nice kill there. Now Goose is running across. Boom. Oh, Double X is watching. He's picked up one. Goose has got a duck or he'll get nailed. Someone else, Cheese, I think, just got picked up the back. Goose is down as well from that haystack. So this is the trade that keeps happening out on this flank. Rogue now trying something. See if he can get a rocket down there and try and shoot something. If he's got a rocket. Rogue's usually... Oh, he might get flanked here. Oh, he's been picked up. Nice kill there from... What's that, VD? Okay, I'll leave that one alone. So the Panther now in a really good spot here. I like this position for the Panther. It's got good oversight out there and a fair bit of cover. Well, concealment, not cover, because it still can get shot there. But as long as it's got infantry on its right, it should be able to do some nice covering fire out that way. And shouldn't have to worry too much about getting flanked. Although we have seen people like that engineer made his way into this point, and I'm not even sure how he got in there. So we'll see if that happens again. Okay. Pell there with a bit of a camping spot around the back there. He's probably waiting for some supplies to set up a garrison out on that side. This fight in the middle still going on, ladies and gentlemen. Chimera now actually getting some momentum here. Andy just wears a grenade. Brian died again. Okay, most deaths in a match. Brian died right now. Huller there getting flanked. Oh, yes, he's been picked up. Jinx now hiding in the bushes. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's shot away and he's missed. And he's actually, I think someone else shot him. Kelt's now pushing out with Roxo. They're just going to see if they can clear this building out. Yeah, spherical. Nice shots from the building there. Good cover fire from the flank. That's what you want to do. Is you want to have your mates helping you from each side. Can't go in the back trying to set up a machine gun, I'm guessing, to try and shred that field up to the north. Here's Kelt's playing tag with old mate as he runs around the bushes here. There we go. Roxo now trying to support Kelt. Kelt's there. Oh, he walked straight into that. Rogue and Roxo know there's someone coming now. Let's see if Rogue's up for the task. He did get picked off before pretty easily. Oh, nice kill from Rogue, though. There's V. Roxo's being picked up by V. Now Rogue's sitting up in the bush. Yep, just holding position here. He'll probably pick up V pretty easily. Yep, there we go. And nice work there from Chimera. So they've still got 933. Oh, 933 just got shot. So Chimera have actually dominated that area. I heard this guy shooting. I just wanted to show you something that's tactically wrong here. There is no possible way he can hit anything except for the hill or the trees above the hill. And I'm just going to... I've gone a little bit high here when I've actually scrolled across the map like this. But you can't see through anything here. Unless they're actually over right here, you can't shoot anyone. Because there's no way you can shoot them because of the way the ground's curved. The flat earthers would be going bullshit. It's not curved. But it is, folks. And so that machine gunner there... Yeah, but it's going way above their head, Crashy. The angle of the ground there is no good from that position. The plank MG, I love it. Yeah, it's just I know it's suppression and what it is, but it's going way too high above anyone. Chimera are not going to push out into the open out that side. They're going to be down here where that tank is and everything, and the rounds are going way above where that Panther is. It's just sailing over their head by a long way. So I don't know what the distance is of suppression. Like, you know, is it 5 meters proximity, 10? I'm not sure. Anyway, it'd be interesting. I think it'd probably be about 5 to 10 meters above their heads there. That's what I was looking at. So if that's enough for suppression still, well, there you go. Crackshot, fucking Crackshot has gone with the open field run. Successful execution of an open field run, and he's now camped up in the middle of the hill behind the obvious piece of cover. All right. Trying to play the how not to be seen game. Can he do it? Chimera doing nice work out this flank, actually. There's Keltith and Rogue now pushing up with the next set of buildings. So we've had a 50 5-minute fight for this middle of the map area. And right now, Chimera are 50 meters advantage them. Hulla's about to get capped in the back. Oh, it's going to be a kill. McFly with the save. Hulla owes McFly a beer. Nice save from McFly on Hulla there. And he just got shot for his trouble. And the tank shot fucking Hulla. All for naught, ladies and gentlemen. But there's still a beer owed there because Hulla was at least saved for that brief moment by McFly, and it's on record. There you go. Now, here we go again with IR out here at Sainte-Marie-du-Mont itself, out in the township. There's the two Rocketeers trying to shoot the artillery, of course. That's what they're doing. No Chimera out here anymore. They've kind of given up plan tag. Oh, excuse me, big yawns for Sunday night, of course. It's getting pretty late here. Hopefully the missus doesn't start yelling at me. I think she already has. Okay. So, we got 34 minutes to go in this fight. And Chimera are, well, defending the dugout, but they've got the push happening here now, ladies and gents. I've got a Panther camping in there. Doesn't have a lot of sight, the Panther. Doesn't have a lot of sight at all at the moment. But it's covering the road area at least. Chimera off on the left flank here. They're just still pushing up. Well, I guess this is sort of that lull period of the battle right now, isn't it? Where no one's really making any ground anywhere right now. This is just a supply drop coming in. I keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. So we just watch that play out. And we're just watching Chimera move up the side here. IR still dominate that center area. That's a Luke's. What's he playing tag with? What's he playing tag with? Oh, I wonder. I don't know. I think it's a big tank. And I think he's overly brave. And I think he's running against an anti-tank. And he's dead. And I think he just got stuck. I think he overextended there. Another Luke's, another tank that's gone a bit too far. I mean, I guess they're trying to find garrisons and stuff. They're a pretty quick tank. You take your chances, don't you? If you're holding the point solidly, then I guess there's no big drama with sending a little tank out like that and just see what you can do. Because you don't really want them in a defensive line, do you? Because as soon as they start shooting, then any tank or anyone with a rocket is going to fucking hit you in a small tank. I like to play them aggressively as well, so I don't want to be too judgy there when a Luke gets trapped down there or a Greyhound gets trapped down like that, or the Puma or the Stuart. Certainly I prefer to see them work with infantry, but light tanks don't really work well with infantry. They're just too quick. The infantry can't keep up, so fair play, I guess. Luke's trying to do something, ran into 76, ended about as well as you'd expect. Okay, nothing really happening here right now for either team. Chimera just sort of trying to hold against this tank. You can see there a rifleman's made his way into Lupus's death hail of bullets coming out of that building. Nice little spot there from Lupus. What was that just died? Something blew up. Might have been a heavy tank. Might have been a medium. Might have been a truck. No, I think that was a truck from before, actually. I cannot remember. But it's dead now, and that 76 is just backing off. What's he actually doing? Oh, he's got a Stuart with him as well. Okay, well, this is problematic for the Chimera team. 32 minutes to go. Still plenty of time here for this to go in any direction whatsoever. Artillery dropping in now. Let's just watch this play. Jonah. Oh, that's a Panther. That has to be a Panther at the back. I remember seeing that earlier. So it's camping along a wall back there. There's another round. It's just missed. Just left of Pell and Lorvain there. The Panthers camped on that wall. You watch its round coming in a couple. There it goes. See that? Now, they're out repairing there. Jonah Tech's coming around the corner here. He'd have to have a satchel. He's leopard crawling with a satchel. Roxo, probably a satchel as well. Not really sure. Stewart out on the other flank, just there on the left. Putting fire support in on to the dugout, of which Chimera are holding that pretty strongly at the moment. So no problems there for him. Jonah Tech taking quite a while to come down here on this damaged tank. But I reckon, well, I mean, the way the tank's pointing right now is going to be a problem for him. The reason is because the machine gun's facing directly towards him. So the moment he sticks his head around that corner, he's probably going to be looking straight at the driver. Let's see what he does here. They're both in the tank. It's been repaired. Yeah, look, they're all in the tank ready to go. It wasn't the driver, it was the gunner, but he just got in at the right time. So let's see what Jonah can do here. Pops the satchel down. That tank's on its way, though. Oh, he's been shot in his back. He might have... Is it... Are they looking for the satchel? John knows. Does John really know? No, he's just run straight past it. The tank's going to run, though. Jonah, can you pick up a tank here? About 10 seconds, 15 seconds left on this satchel, I reckon. Tank's going, it's going. That Panther, if the Panther shoots at it, it'll stop. It's stopping. Is it in range? I don't think it is. I think it's just outside. It is just outside. Very, very unlucky there from Jonah. Really good work on the satchel there. Just have it. Tell you what though, they went, oh, there's infantry around us. But they're not going anywhere right now. Just unlucky there by about 2 meters, I reckon. So nice work there from Jonah. Okay, down the back here. Bit of a bunker set up down here. That Panther's dead. That Panther is dead. Okay, so there you go. So that was, someone's killed that Panther as it's sitting on a repair station. There's a couple of tanks coming in now. There's 3 tanks on the field from Chimera. Okay. 3 tanks on the field. But look what's happening. Ladies and gents, they are losing the point. There is a tank in there right now. The Panther's coming up onto the point. There's another tank there from, I think it's a Stuart actually. Is that a Stuart? Yes, it is. Artillery coming in. IR pushing the point. Chimera, no infantry on it. VK is the closest thing they've got. Or president. So they've got the commander and a squad leader. Here we go. Here they go. That's the spawn wave they're looking for. They've got numbers on at the moment. BK has not used a reinforce, but he does have a Stuart on the point. Let's follow this in. Jonah's down. Someone else is down. Bullets coming in from, oh, that's cover fire from the 76. So these guys can't even move forward. Bam! There's BK gone. There's Jam dead. 1, 2, 3. Here's Butterdog with a shot. Oh, he's missed. He's missed and he's worn one back in return. Watchman coming in with a satchel now. Boom! That just missed. Watchman around the back. Oh, he's got infantry on him. Bam! He's down. Bubbles down. Oh, this is great play from IR. Diesel's left. Diesel's dodging that tank. Von Lux coming in. Everyone's got a satchel. Here's a Rocketeer. Butterdog again. Ducking a 76 round that went over his head. Recon flare going up to see what's here. Not a lot of infantry there. That's a big kill from Butterdog. He's down for his trouble, but he killed Stuart on the point, and that'll be the end of that attack from IR. They've still got some numbers there to the northeast, but there's Kingsley's in the tank. It's been shot, I think, by the 76. There's a couple more tanks coming in. Lots of infantry off to the east still. Same fight going on out here, ladies and gentlemen. Same fight. Same people doing the same things, struggling out here on this flank. IR still got the numbers, and Chimera have managed to hold them the entire time. So well done. I'm just going to take a little drink. We're getting down to the business end of things right now. So far, Chimera have held this for, what, 54 minutes, 55 minutes, roughly? So that's a pretty big ask for any team at this level of comp, is to hang on to a point for grim death like this. And so they've done pretty well. They've almost lost it once. Somehow that didn't happen. Somehow, IR did not push through with 2 tanks and an airhead. And artillery. Fascinating. But you know what? It's testimony to the level of play coming out of Chimera at the moment. Honestly, they are really throwing their A game on the table for these comps, and it's great to see. But it's also great to see what IR are doing. Here's a couple of OPs. So they've managed to get up nice and close again. They've come up nice and close again. They've got 2 OPs on the ground. We should see some spawn wave in about 10 seconds. We'll see another spawn wave of this. There's 2 squad leaders there. 1 off to the left makes 3. There's a single medic has spawned in. There's a grenade to the face for somebody. They've just got nothing happening here, IR, at the moment. They've got OPs and everything, and Chimera just shutting them down. There's another spawn wave, so there's 3 OPs there at the moment. We'll have a look around the back, see if anything's happening up on the other point. Nothing at all. Nothing from Chimera at all. They're completely off the attack. 20-something minutes to go, whatever the clock said before. 27 minutes to go, and they've shut down any attacks at the moment. Either they've lost the attack momentum, or they've just pulled everyone back a bit. Entice still working out here, but he's only working on the eastern flank, slightly forward of the defensive line, east to west, or west to east. So he's not even up in that next zone. He's just trying to get something forward a little bit, I'm guessing here. He'll have an OP somewhere back behind us. He'll be trying to get it going. Here's some supplies coming in from the Germans right now. And I actually forgot to tell you that at the start of the battle, of course, that Chimera were the Germans and IR were the Allies. But if you didn't look at the top of the screen and see those by now, you probably weren't probably watching the match with your eyes closed, I guess. But sorry, I usually like to tell everyone that who's what. It does make a difference. So I'd love to hear from chat, what do you think some of the differences are between the two sides? So, for example, I think the Panther tank is better than any other tank on the field, just because it's quicker. And it's got slightly faster reload, I think, still. So, it's faster on the ground and it's faster to reload than the other heavy tanks. So, it's the better tank out of all of them. So, that's an Axis advantage, because that's on the Axis side. The Allies have got the rifle advantage. So, they've got the clip rifle, which shoots... Oh, God, I used to know this. 7? 6, 7, 8 rounds, something like that. Whereas the Germans are single shot and bolt action. So, as in bolt action to reload each shot. So that makes it quite challenging for the Germans. So that counters there. AT-wise, they're both kind of about the same, the two sides now. Artillery is no different, of course, at all. You know, sometimes some of the maps, the cap circle's a little bit either one way or the other, but in this one, it's not really relevant. At the moment, at least, anyway. Some kills going on here. They've got some flank going on. They've got some trade going on there as well. But I'd be interested to hear what else from chat you think are some of the advantages or disadvantages of each side. There's a lot of folks here that don't actually play the game at the comp level that you and I are talking about. Certainly, you know, it's always good learning for everybody, myself included, as to what some of these things are. There are so many players out there that know so much more about this game than I do. I've had 200, ranked 200. I think I've got 1,400, 1,500 hours. And Crashy makes a good point there. I do see some of the better players will use bolt action because they're just so fucking good with it. But most people like me use the 43. Yeah, I love the subbies. I really do. Medic best class, yes. Genuine Dirty Dan, go to the top of the class, mate, and fall off. I agree with you. Love a good medic. Love playing the medic. Still haven't got my 50 though. I'm a bit bitter about that. And just out of interest, as we watch this sort of play for the last 20 odd minutes, I can't even use in-game voice at the moment. It's continuously fucked for me, and I'm quite pissed about that, and I haven't been able to fix it yet. So anyway, here we go. Here we go. Oh, sorry. There's no combined arms happening. There's some tank defense with infantry support. That's combined arms. There you go, Jonah. Let's have a slurp on that one, mate. Nice work. Bubbles there. Machine gunning with tank support. Combined arms. All right. It's a race to the finish line. Bubbles, see that this is suppressive fire because he's firing on the level. Right, so he'd be almost here. I think he actually killed one in there as well. And what he didn't kill, everybody else did. And there's another spawn wave coming in. And look at this. This is such good defense from Chimera. Brian, I think you had a few before the match as well, the number of times you were not in there before, mate. But this flank is hard. I've got it. Kudos to you out on this side here. Oh, the Panzer IV's in trouble. Well, actually, it's got a support class guy against it, so it's not really in that much trouble, is it? He's probably a little bit nervous here at the moment, but there's no combined arms happening here. All his inventory's run off on him. And that was a drink too, by the way. So, talking mugshot here, legging it down the road. Absolutely legging it down the road here. Coming up against the... Oh, look at the 75, 76, 76 behind it. Panzer IV got away with the turn. He's absolutely just gotten away with that. And now, Butterdog coming in with a satchel for that. He's killed the infantry behind it, supporting it. Butterdog, I told you to watch the guy. Here's the satchel for this tank. He's got out. He's shot the guy. He's got the satchel off. Oh, nice work from Butterdog yet again. So not only did the Panzer IV get away, but this tank's wearing a Panther to the face. Oh, he's bounced. Ricochet, ricochet. Panther's got him. And watch the double boom for the satchel. Butterdog, mate, you were ripped off there, man. Ripped off. Fucking Panther's coming in stealing all the glory yet again. That was Butterdog all the way, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here first. Well done to Butters there. Nice play from you, sir. Okay, 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes to go, folks. Right at the pointy end of things. Kingsy, I feel like that's a sorry, not sorry, man. I really do. I really do. But you know what? Better to be dead than shooting back at you. That's what I say. What if they'd ricocheted with that Panther? All right, you know, which sometimes does happen. Then that 76 would have got a shot back, and that would have been the end of the Panther. So it's always worth everything. That Panzer IV though, pucker moment there as it was running. I wonder if they actually knew that they were getting chased by a 76. Now, let's see what's going on here. Jam's made his way in here with the crew. They've actually pushed out from the dugout. This is problem for IR. This is nice, solid, consistent, grindy play. Here's the Panzer IV. Chilling. That has worked out poorly. 75 picked it up. It was getting shot in the arse by a rocket anyway. It's talking someone else. Mugs, that's right. Well done, boys. That was funny. You had nowhere to go there. There was everyone was all over you. Okay. Here's a nice play from Chimera though. They're now finally see where we are. See, there's Brico Battery, and you can see Bubbles and VK actually moving across the middle there. IR are still pushing on that far flank. You can see there, but they're getting shot down. Here's a big spawn wave here. If Jam and Tism can actually come in here and kill this shit and get that garrison, then it will be real trouble for IR. So there's artillery coming in. That's a nice shot from the artillery, but it's going to want to stop so that Jam and Tism can go in and take the garrison out. Jam and Tism. That's what it is. Oh, it could be Tysum, but Tism. It's easier to say. Tysum sounds longer. Anyway, wheelbarrow with a T, working on the, working in with. Oh no! Now I know Jam reasonably well. I think he'd be a little bit annoyed at that. Do you think he would have been annoyed at that? Here's Diesel now, pushing in on that airhead garrison, but now Casey's picked him up. Oh, trade. So, entice. With all the work to do. Did Jam get his OP up? That's the question we asked, ladies and gents. Yes, he did. No slump, Jam. Now he's up there and running in. He'd be pissed. He'd be coming in to fucking end this. Oh! He'd been hit again by the artillery. Let's just... Can we edit that bit out? Oh, boy, oh boy. Now they're pushing Tysum or Musty, which is Musset, spelled backwards rather. Musty, I like that. Change your name, mate. Tysum has managed to survive the Axis artillery long enough to get to the garrison, and then they've been shot. Oh dear. Okay, so Chimera getting a bit of momentum down that right-hand flank. I love it. Chimera getting momentum here. Good work here. Panther though, a little bit exposed. I don't like this. Panther, oh, it's taken a hit too. Yes, absolutely, yes. I remember this. Just a bit too exposed here, the old Panther. Just too easy to get picked off from a distance. They managed to see old mate there shooting at him. They put one in on him, but they got counter shot again with the second one, and that's the end of the Panther. So just a bit unfortunate there. But look over here on the point. Yet again, someone from IR has made their way into the point, and he's going to get down here and take out the obvious garrison spot. All right, you can see it's lit up. Nobody's looking at that at the moment. Yungo now has seen that and gone, oh, fuck, here we go. But again, Chimera have extended out so far that they've actually forgotten to leave anybody here on defense. So they're just working their way back. There we go, rocket into the garrison. Quick kill on that garrison. Now, what's next, though? Because he's not a squad leader. He's not in anything. He's shot a garrison. And I've just got to remember this guy's name, I think, because I was trying to work out if he was the same guy as I saw later on doing something. Here's the Chimera guys going, oh, fuck, we just lost a garrison. So they sent people back. Yungo has managed to find the guy in the trench and get shot by him. Jonah now pushing in to see if he can see him. Jonah playing a little bit cautious there. Probably got a spud gun, I'm guessing. VK there, probably getting shot from all sorts of angles there because they can see him up from north. This guy in the trench is playing a bit coy. So he's run back out the other side there. Roxo now coming in. Oh, Roxo, yeah, just picks him off straight away. Had no idea he was there. VK pushing around, he'll get him. Surely, yeah, there he is. Nice kill from the commander there. So they've shut down the attack of the one-man squad who managed to get in. It's actually something that's really interesting. I quite often do that as a squad leader. And I do that when I go and shift to another flank that's been having troubles, and I go, well, let's see what I can do here to help this flank out. And then I'll just make my way in there, and I'll be like, why the fuck is no one else able to get in here? And I think a lot of time people are spending so much time trying to get kills that they just forget to use the terrain to their advantage. So I think that's why the IR guys have actually come in. I know they're very deliberate players, the IR team. I certainly saw that with them the first time I cast them. Nice kills. Lupus there with all the answers to the defense, and he's taken some artillery rounds that are not going to do jack shit to him. But yeah, so I think that's what the IR guys are doing there. They really had the patience to actually move into the point quite nicely. Back over here on this right flank, and yet we see again the same thing going on. Jinx here playing tag with 933 there. He's gone the wrong way. He's gone the other way. He'll get him. He's picked him up. Nice kill there from Jinx. But yeah, it's this little battle that's going on out here on this right flank. And it's been going on for 1 hour and 13 minutes, I reckon. Here's a supply truck run. Now, this is interesting. IR are sending lots of people out to the right flank. Lots and lots of people out to the right flank. Kelteth there, you can see, well, because I'm in the same squad as him in the game, he's pinging stuff, or Rogue is, because they're the green players that you can see. And so they're trying to work those numbers out here and work out what's actually going on. And there's a supply truck there running around there, probably from the commander. They're going to try and put a flank in 15 minutes to go. Chimera probably don't know a lot about what's going on out here, and Kelteth just died as well. They've pushed forward a fair way there, and they're trying to break this defense or attack, whatever way you want to look at it, from IR. And here's a bit of trade stuff going on. This is interesting. One there, one back. Another one down for Chimera. Another one down for Chimera. One down from IR. Another one down from Chimera. They're flanked everywhere. Blackjack, Bubbles, and Brian are now surrounded. Here's some play on the right side. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem out here on this right flank. Yeah, this is an absolute problem out here. IR are pushing in quite vigorously. Alan Zay is going to be looking for that garrison, which you can see at the bottom of the screen right now. And he's got a rocket for that, and he'd be saving it for that very moment, trying to find these garrisons. The trouble with this area of the map, and I love this area of the map, you can kind of put stuff on the ground and people 50-50 whether they even find it, because there's so many places you can put things, and they've got so much terrain to cover and all those wheat fields to cover to try and find it. Here's DTV. He's doing a little dodgy. He's trying to see what he can see. He knows the garrison's lit, I'm guessing. That's why he's sort of looking around in circles. VK now jumped out of the truck just there. Goes for the long kill. Picks up his man. Nice work from VK. Gets back in his supply truck now and diddly bops down the road again. Nice play from VK. Defending his garrisons. Lovely to see. Supply drop coming in. IR now pushing on that hill we talked about. Left flank here. More Chimera than IR players, but there is a Stuart there. It's still on. 13 minutes to go. Oh, there's less Chimera players there than there were before. Roxo and Levain holding position, trying to kill this Stuart at the moment. Here's Jonah coming for a run to have a go at it. Roxo hits the ground there and misses the Stuart. So now he's got nothing left in the tank. He's going to have to do something else with his life. IR trying out here still. IR pushing on the point. Monty just died over there. Just look at the top of screen there. IR are pushing on the ridge line to the right of screen at the moment. I know that is happening because I remember seeing them doing it, and they had no Chimera players to stop them there. Those guys have just been gradually pushed off that hill quite nicely. This Stuart, Jonah Tech's moved all the way around the back here to try and kill the Stuart, has he? No, actually, Jonah, explain what you were doing here. I think you were going out the back there for the 76. You just kind of left the Stuart there and kept moving. I remember seeing this and going, oh, okay, he's actually just kept running. So I'm assuming that was to try and hunt down the bigger gun that was around the back and maybe put a satchel on it or something, which in my mind is perfectly fine. A 76 is way more threatening than a Stuart. Here's old matey. This is the guy. Yes, it is. This is the guy that made his way into the trench before. He's just been shot at, though. He doesn't like that. He's getting into a trench. That's pretty good. I'd do that too. Bullets hurt. Okay. Chimera with 4 defenders there. Yungo still on the point, nicely defending his old matey. He's had enough. He's like, going home. Oh, big satchel. Someone just dropped a satchel in. KC's stopped to think about what that actually means. Yungo holding position. Bombing run coming in. Is there an airhead? There has to be an airhead. Oh, there it is. There it is. Airhead in for IR. Supply truck coming in. That'll be VK. That airhead. That's the stuff. This is trouble for Chimera. VK now pushing the trenches. VK knows they're there. One down. Oh, the truck's gone. He's lost his supply truck. Geez, he'd be annoyed by that. And he's been shot for his trouble by the same guy that took out his supply truck. Now he knows there's a problem there, though. Look at all those IR players coming in. About 10 coming along the ridgeline. The Chimera players still with that OP in the trench there. They're doing trade. One down, one each way. Now, there's the airhead. First wave come in. 2 kills already. 3 kills. Nice work. Machine gun fight coming from bottom of the screen. Problems here. Chimera starting to lose a point. KC's in the point with a rocket. Yet again, Chimera have left the point open. Wide open. This is not what you want to do with 11 minutes left in the match. A little bit of a red button should be hit right now by the Chimera players. They are in a bit of trouble here. They do not have cap weight. They do not have people in the point. Where are the team? They're coming in on the right side. It's open field play out that way. There's a whole bunch coming in, but look how far away they've got to go. There's a pair of tanks there. That's going to make a difference. Where's the artillery too? It's been doing well so far. There's the first artillery round on the point. Let's get in and watch this nice and tight. Let's see what happens here. IR pushing off that airhead spawn. Not sure if it's dead or not yet, but there's a lot of smoke in there. I think the airhead might be gone. No, it's still there. I can just see it. There it is. There it is. So they've got another chance for a spawn here. There's another spawn wave coming in. Chimera in all sorts of trouble right now, folks. Well, let's watch this from a distance away and see what actually happens. We have got Chimera running all over the place. They're holding it again. There's an ammo drop in. We're in for the long haul here. 10 minutes to go. Chimera are just holding on to the point. Artillery, here it comes. Boom, 1 in, 2 in. There's smoke in. That'll be the IR artillery. There's a Panzer IV bravely running across the field again. There's artillery coming in. There's the Panzer IV bravely not running anywhere anymore. They've had no luck in that Panzer IV in this match. The IR guys have just been too good. Strafe run came in. Don't know whose that was. I think it was IR's. Chimera holding on here. Spawn coming off of where the commander is. Trap tricks. Another spawn coming in. Now they've got numbers in for another cap star. Oh, now they no longer have numbers. That is a big reduction real quick there from the Chimera artillery. Beautiful defense. Oh, there's one person left on the point. There's another spawn wave from IR. Whoa! There's another spawn from IR. Oh, you would not want to spawn in. That's 2 left on the point. Here's the artillery. My goodness me. It's 1 left Lancer. All the work to do is shot goose. There's a spawn come in. Those 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Run. Run. That's what I say. Do not be standing anywhere near anything right now. This is better from IR right now though. Diesel right in amongst it. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Chimera with all the answers. Oh, Tyson's still left there. There's 2, 3 IR on the point with another 8 coming in from behind. 2 Chimera on the point. There's a tank. There was a Panther up the right. Garrison's up now. Chimera have got the defense up again. Alan Zay. Yes, nice kill from McFly. That was important, that one. V needs to die if Chimera are going to hold this. He'll put a rocket in on that Garrison otherwise. Although he can't see shit at the moment for sure. There's the Panther now making a difference up on the hill. That's probably going to shut this attack down. 8 to go. There's the rocket. I just talked about that. So, Chimera have taken the hill back. Massively important what just happened right there. Yungo and Jinx holding that hill up the top. Great work from those 2 guys. Chimera have held on here to the point yet again. Now the Panther's starting to take rounds from... Oh, this is a trade. 1 each so far. Panther's watching ready. He doesn't have to move. Oh, no. No, no, no. The Panther picked off by beautiful shooting from the 76. Has to be a 76 at that angle. And now it's shooting on the hill there, but the Chimera guys... Geez, that must have been a great shot from that 76. Oh, boy. I don't know what... Oh, I'm going to disconnect. Maybe. That's possibly what happened. Palm Strike, good evening to you. Welcome. The last 7 minutes of this battle. Chimera versus IR. Hell Let Loose Competitive Association. Raiders, welcome to the channel. I am your host, Noppers. We're in the serious end of things here where IR have just got to throw the kitchen sink at Chimera right now. And honestly, they have been throwing the kitchen sink at them the whole fucking match. From 5 minutes in, Chimera have had to defend for this whole match so far. And that bit over to the right there with Caledonius, Obs from IR, Mav, you can see him on the right flank there. That has been a continuous grinder out there. The front of the point here where Pell, Bubbles and Boygnan are right now, looking north from where they are. That has been a grinder as well. Those guys have been defending that whole time. The left side here has just been an absolute grinder as well. IR have thrown a couple of fascinating plays in there. They got into the point... at one stage, capped at like 50%, had 2 tanks in the point, artillery landing and about 20 infantry running around. Chimera held that somehow. I still can't believe that one. That was about halfway through the match. They've just actually played another play right now with an airhead just to the right of where you can see Pell Let Loose on there and where all that artillery's landing. They didn't get through that time either. Chimera with, again, they had nobody on the point. I'm just amazed at how quickly Chimera responded. I'm not really amazed because they are well practiced at that now and they surged in defense beautifully. But right now we've got 5 minutes, 58 seconds left in this match. We've got no attack coming in except for Rogue Trooper, who, well, no, forget that. I didn't say anything. Called him out. He died. Butters again doing gold stuff. Absolutely. Here's Butter Dog now coming in from that side. Butters has been top shelf. I'd said that to you, folks. He was my MVP. Absolutely. Oh, this is me trying to work out why Pierre's farm was getting strafed. I kind of thought it was Pierre's farm. I read it wrong. The strafe going in down below. So VK has seen something down southeast of the dugout, and this will be this last push where we saw that supply truck coming out from the IR guys into that center area around the middle of the map, pretty much, which is this grinder here. It's just never stopped. Blackjack's down as well. Now we've got 933 coming in there for the IR team with some mates behind him. Huller's going to have to defend against that. This is where they're going to want to put an OP or something up here. This is the center of map that I was talking about, where it's just been a constant fight the whole time. Let's see if Mav's got the drop on V. Yes, he has. Nice work. Chimera just holding on here long enough. They have lost this area once or twice, and the last time they lost it, that was when we had the IR push along the road, pretty much pointing towards the bottom of the screen just there. So now Entice is around the back there, tickling the back line of the IR players. He's just picked a couple off, and now he's been shot for his troubles as well. But this will stop for a minute here. 4:38 to go. IR they've just not had the answer to Chimera's defense. They've just not been able to punch a hole through it effectively or long enough to be able to cap it. They got to 50% cap, but let's not forget, Chimera got to 50% cap on, what's it called? Bergeau, some damn thing anyway. Fucking the Brecor, whatever. It's a place up there, the next cap point, the one that IR's defending. Chimera got to 50% on that one, and then they were shut down there as well. But that was an hour ago almost, I reckon. Brecor battery, there you go. Thank you, cameraman who managed to turn around and do it at the exact right time that I needed it. Folks that have just joined me, by the way, in that raid, thank you and welcome to the channel. This is a pre-recorded match. I literally recorded this, and then I'm casting it right now live, so I'm able to interact with you directly tonight. Normally it'd have the 15 or 30 minute delay, and I'd do it that way, but at the time of night that this is, it's actually easier for me to pre-record it and then just stream it back and talk to you about stuff. It's actually good for the chat as well to be able to talk about some of the shit that's going on, because of course I film it myself, so I'm able to remember what was actually going on there, and I can talk a little bit smarter than I normally would. How's that? Yeah, clever play. All right, Chimera here, 3:25 to go. I don't think IR are going to crack this in the last 3 minutes. They've only got a minute and a half, don't they? Because by that stage, there's no overtime in this match. It's literally 3-2 at the moment. It has been 3-2 for 1 hour and 20-something minutes. And Chimera have twice looked like they were going to they were going to break this open with, look, a couple of combined arms attacks. They really were throwing in some great combined arms there. Artillery was coming in, tanks coming in, infantry coming in, airheads coming in, rockets coming in, fucking all sorts of stuff. Machine gunners, set up at the back there, putting suppressive fire in. Great stuff from IR in the way they were attacking. The trouble is, most times, their combined arms attacks were down one path. They've never been able to do it from... Well, actually, I'll tell a lie. Where Pang F was, there was some supportive fire coming in from out that way a couple of times when they were pushing in through the top there where Crackshot is. So, but most of the time, the combined arms attacks from IR have only come in on a single axis. And so it's just not quite enough for the defense that Chimera have thrown on the table here today. Last push right now, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. I'm going to have a drink anyway because I've said combined arms about 80 times. So here it is. This is the last push from IR, but it's too late, ladies and gents. I mean, look at this now. Chimera can just pull everyone back to the point and shoot and finish up here. Well done to both teams. I'll start my wrap up now and say well done to both teams. Top shelf play from both teams in this match. That Panther's going to wear it. He's getting picked off by somebody again. Here's a bombing run as well for shits and giggles at the death throws. IR tried... Oh, that hurt. IR tried... Oh, it's fucking hitting everybody. I don't even know whose bombing run that is. It's just killing him. Here's the Stewart. Is he going to get a Panther kill? Is he going to get a Panther kill? Oh, he's done the... Oh! No, he's not. Oh boy, that was funny as. IR have tried against an absolute brutal Chimera defense. Just, yeah, robbed. But what a match, folks. Welcome back to HCA, I say. Welcome back to HCA. I love it. Absolutely love it. And just so good to have these two teams rock up with their A game. So let's have a look at some of the numbers here, because the match is over now. It's Chimera's way. Congrats to Chimera, commiserations to IR. Let's look at some of the numbers here for some of these players, all right? Where's fucking old mate? Let's find old mate. Butterdog. I want to see Butterdog's. And I'm desperately sorry, Butterdog. I forgot to do the button thing. I freaking missed it. What I was actually doing at the time was putting my suit on while this was while we were looking at this screen in a minute. So look at some of the numbers there. There, Butterdog, 940 combat effectiveness, miles above almost everybody else in the Chimera team, and that's saying something. Yeah, Doc, I get it, mate. There was really nothing much left there at the end there. In that last 30 seconds, it's, you know, there's just people dying a couple of times in that, and a lot of folks want to see these scores and want to actually see how people went and how individual players went and stuff like that. And I don't always get that time. And now I get you can pause it, but I like to talk about individuals from both teams here. You know, old mate from George squad there on the IR team, 880 combat effectiveness. So he's had an absolute rip snorter of a battle there as well. I had a pretty good one by the looks of this score as well. So well done to me as a rifleman. But folks, really enjoyable watching the HCA come back. Really enjoyable seeing IR play again. I haven't seen them for quite a while. Where's that guy? Yeah, George squad. Look at that, 880. Look at the scores there in Howard squad. Tank squad, of course. Bloody filthy tankers. Look at yous. Cooler, 1679. Geez, I wonder what artillery you were sitting on, Cooler. Wow. All right. So really, really good stuff there, folks. Enjoyed that. Let me get back across to this screen. All right, and we might just have a quick check here and see who we've got for rating and stuff like that as I finish up. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for the raiders that joined us. I do hope that you enjoyed watching this stream. I'm a different type of streamer. And as I said, anyone who subs or any of that sort of stuff, the revenue goes straight back to the community. When I get a payout, I literally just roll it out with Steam key giveaways and stuff like that. So, good times, great play. Congratulations, Chimera. Commiserations, IR. What have we got next time? Let me have a look at the schedule, current schedule. So you should be able to see that up on the screen right now. Chimera just played IR there, and now they'll be playing Alpha, I think, next. The dates are right. This is the most up to date. So Alpha will be next. So another Chinese team, and I've streamed again for Alpha as well before. So really cool to see them. CJKL, I'm not sure who they are. And then, of course, the grudge match, because the 18s team from Chimera beat the 18s team from OPBHB in the minors finals yesterday of the 18v18. So that grudge match on the 25th, 26th, I do hope I get all of those matches. But if not, well, just what it is. But folks, thank you very much for watching tonight. I'm not going to put a raid downrange unless anyone can name a person in the next 10 seconds. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay safe and goodbye for now.